and welcome to the Blue Line Metals Edge here for Monday, March 13th. I'm Phillip Streible, Chief Market Strategist at Blue Line Futures. Man, it is a wild market here today, especially in the metals and all these different markets. A lot of volatility going on here. Remember, use some stops, be nimble. If you were uncomfortable with your position when on gold and silver and things like that, when it sold off so much, remember gold has rallied about $100 in 3 days. If you were uncomfortable when it was down near that support, you know, it's easy for it to get back there, especially if the Fed, if they can isolate these problems and the Federal Reserve can move on and continue on an interest rate hike path, I think the metals will come off from here. So if you were uncomfortable, you might want to lighten up on your position or trail a stop. Remember this Silicon Valley Bank, the receivership represents the second largest bank failure in U.S. history. So the Fed thinks that they got in the Treasury, they think they've got this problem solved, but we'll see. There's a lot of other banks out there that are really selling off on this. So getting into it here. So we've got, remember, it's an inverse relation with the bonds and a 10-year note and where interest rates are at. So we're seeing a massive sell-off right now in Treasury yields. We've got the 10-year yield sitting right around 3.5%. And look at that action in the market. About a 4 or 5 handle move in the 10-year note. You get into the bonds, similar situation. We've got about a 7 handle move right here. You go down to the dollar index, it's the dollar here that's cratering, and that's providing that tailwind. So dollar index, 3 big down days in a row, pushes up things like gold, taking off, just the mirror image. Here was that pocket support. We didn't want to see it break into it. A lot of people built some positions on here. I think we're getting some redemption. Remember, this was gut-wrenching when it took off and it sold off about $50 that day. Silver was down about $1 that day. Hit the critical support level. We're back over the 200-day moving average. Close over 2150, like I said, should spark some follow-through buying. So we could see this market move a little bit higher from here. But remember, economically sensitive in a breakdown type market, you really don't want to be too over leveraged on things, metals that are tied into the economics. So platinum, we took a lot of that off with it crossing back over the 1,000. Copper, you could see, just doesn't know what to do here. It doesn't know what the long-term ramifications are. And then all your foreign currencies, they've all turned higher here. The pound, the Canadian, the euro currency, that's the one that really took off. They're going to go neutral trend on a lot of these ones that were bearish trend, and you're probably going to see continued safe haven buying like into the Swiss franc and into the Japanese yen. So other than that, grains have been just a total dog right here. Not sure how the grains are going to play out. Same thing with wheat. And then your U.S. equities, just a ton of volatility. Look at these ranges here in the overnight. It's pretty incredible. So don't really have much on the radar here as far as things coming out. We do have that CPI data coming out. That'll be out here tomorrow, 7:30 in the morning. So we see hot CPI data. That might pull the rug out from underneath some of these metals here. So you really want to just kind of keep an eye on things. And like I said, if you were at all uncomfortable with the sell-off that we've seen, especially when silver went below 20, lighten up here, wait for your new re-entry. Live to trade another day. So, got any questions? 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading does involve risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trade.